Hi, I'm Connie Townsend, group fitness instructor and personal trainer, and I'm here today with my volunteers, Russ and Betsy, and we're going to do a workout that you can do from home with us. It's going to include everything. We've got a warm-up, we've got some cardio, we've got some weights, we've got balance, we've got some shoulder work today too, and stretching. So get your water, and we're going to warm up. Let's start with the shoulders, up and down. Now don't bring your arms up with your elbows. Okay? It's not an arm warm-up, it's a shoulder warm-up. So feel those shoulder blades slide up and down your back. And then push way down, up and down. Almost. Get them loose. One more time. Now take those shoulders, come forward and back. And back. So round the upper back, then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Nice warm up and stretch for the shoulders and the upper body. Forward and squeeze. Okay, one more. Squeeze, let those arms drop. March it. Now arms, we're gonna go up and down in the low realm. We're gonna go just up to the shoulders. Up, down. If you can't do the arms and the legs together, just stand. You don't have to march. Up, down, up, down. All right, now hold it. Turn your thumbs up. Let's go up and halfway down. Getting the arms warmed up in all different ways. Okay, let's bring it down. Now, all the way up and all the way down. Now, as you do this, start reaching out through the fingertips. Reach for the sky, lengthen the spine. We're going to inhale, get those lungs filled up. One more. All right, come on down. I'm just going to march. Now we'll start with a step touch, not yet. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. This leg, let's step touch, step, touch, step, touch. And get your arms swinging. So you step out with one foot, and then the other one comes over and taps beside it. 4, 3, 2, now knees up, knee up, knee up. So nice and tall, shoulders back. Pull that navel toward the spine. We're starting to activate the core muscles now. All those muscles in the abdominals are helping to lift the knees. Okay, now from here, in a moment, we'll be walking forward and back. So, in 4, 3, 2, walk it forward and back. And forward, 2, 3, 4, and back, 2, 3, 4. You can let your arms swing, kind of get them pumping, or leave them low. So that's how we can control our heart rate. If it feels like it's going too high, keep your arms low. If you want to get it to go higher, just get those arms a swinging. All right. One more. Now it's a side mambo. Looks like this, out and in. So this leg stays put. Don't let it move. This one, stepping out and in. Out, in, So we're previewing some of the movements we'll be doing next in the cardio section. We'll do all this again. One more. Now it's a double step touch. Step, step, and back, step, step. Let's bend the arms. They lift as you step. So when you step out, your arms lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, and 3, and 2, and just march it. Let's march a little wider. Okay, we're gonna tap our heels now. Heel and heel. Your feet are wide, your toe is drawn up. Tap and tap. Now same thing, but out in front. It's a heel tap, heel tap. Eight, 7, 6, 5. All right, now come to a stop. Heels out in front. Let's straighten the knee, pull the toes up. Other leg is gonna bend. You're gonna push the bottom back. So there's a nice stretch in the back of this leg. It's a hamstring stretch. You're stretching the calf. We're gonna keep the head above the heart, so don't come down here. Pull the toe up. Woo! All right, now come on up. We're going to swing that leg a little. If you can, get your balance. You can be near a countertop or a chair. All right, one more. Because we got to get to the other side. Let's put that heel out in front. Lock the knee, pull the toe up, sit. Shoulders are back. And don't look up, but don't look down. Just kind of somewhere out in front. You're feeling the back of that leg stretch. All right, so that's a gradual way of getting the body warmed up and ready for the next section, and we're going to just jump right into cardio. Come on back up. Let's swing that leg a little. Woo, get your balance. If you can't just swing it, and stop in the center and lift. All right, keep moving, get a drink. Okay, we're back. Did you get some water? We're gonna be moving now. So this is the cardio portion where we get our heart pumping. It strengthens our heart and lungs, builds endurance. So it's that same routine we did in the warm-up. We're gonna march. Now, if you're doing something that just gets your heart rate up too high and you just are huffing and puffing and you can't catch your breath, bring the arms down if you're using, or just come back to a march. You can always modify it lower or higher, but never just stop what you're doing. Come on back and just walk for a while. Okay, in 4, 3, step, touch. So you can use your arms, or you can keep them low, or not use them at all. The more we use our arms, the higher the heart rate goes. So that's a way to make it a little bit more intense for you. In 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna do some knees up. Nice and tall, head is high. And ready to walk? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, back. 2, 3, 4. If you want to, you can run. So everything we do in here is low impact, but it can be low intensity or high intensity. Depends on how much you put into it. All right, a side mambo, remember this. It's a funny count. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4. You can get a little lower and use those leg muscles if you want, or just tap out. 4, 3, 2, one more. That double step touch here. Step, 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 step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we're going to add to this. After we come back from the double, we're going to do some side squats. We've done it before. One more of these. Come back. Now, step out to the side, center, other side, out, in. You're just sitting down, standing up. If you don't like going side to side, just widen out your feet a little bit and just do a squat. 4, 3, 2, march it, other lead. Step, touch. We have to even out the body. Your body is probably used to stepping forward with one dominant foot or stepping side. But we use both sides. Get that brain even. Okay, knee up. Knee, knee. Now you can keep them low impact. You can make them bouncy if you want. Get higher impact. Try to bring those knees up in front of the hip. Okay, it's not a heel up. It's a knee up. Quite a difference there. You're using your abdominals, so pull the navel in. Whoops. 4, 3. Now walk it forward. 2, 3, 4, and back. If you get too tired or too winded, just make it smaller. Smaller steps. Woo! Keep it up, keep it up. In 4, 3, 2. Side mambo here. It's stepping out, stepping in. Using those leg muscles, you can kind of feel that. Double step touch. With or without the arms, whatever you want to do. Keep those shoulders relaxed. 3, 2. All right, stop here. Heels up in, heels up in back. Heel up, heel up. Adding a little bit to it. So you're bringing the heel to the center of your body. Don't bring it out to the side, that would hurt your knees. Bring it in. And back to the side squats. Out, in, other side. Down, up, sit, stand. So center your body between your feet before you sit down. Woo! Okay, let's just march it. So before we move again, we're going to do some out, out, in, or a power squat. We'll see. It's an out, and in, and in. Out, out, in. We've done these before. This is slow motion. One more. Out, in. Now faster. Out, out, in, in. Okay. Can you start getting a little lower? Woo. Or, if this isn't enough intensity, you can make it a squat. Out and in. Woo! Or that out, out, in, in. All right, let's try it the other leg. Other lead. Out, out, in, in. Both are wide, both are narrow. Or squat it. Whichever one you want to do. This has a little more impact. Woo! 4, 3, 2. All right, now keep moving. All right, now we're going to slow it down a little bit. We're going to work our muscles. So if you have 2 weights, we have 2 dumbbells, but you can use 2 water bottles full of water. You can use 2 cans of soup, anything that's evenly weighted, anything you can find in the house that will work. Or you can just do one arm and then switch halfway and do the other if you only have one weight. All right, first, stance is hip width apart. Now don't lock your knees. Loosen your knees, and that keeps our pelvis neutral. Tailbone tucked under slightly, not too much. We're gonna point our hands forward. Elbows stuck to your side like they're glued there. They can't move. We're gonna go up and down. So it's a bicep curl. We're working the front of that arm. Now if that bothers your wrist by doing it that way, turn your palms in. Same thing, still working that upper arm, the front of the arm. This one is a little more challenging than the palms turned in. Shoulders relax. Don't let them creep up. Keep the shoulder blades down your back. Okay, one more full one. Now halfway up and little pulses. Are you squeezing your elbows into your side? So we use the muscles a little differently when we switch it up like this. Same muscle, but different muscle fibers in there. Woo! 4, 3, 2, let them rest. Now we're gonna be doing upper body, lower body. So this one, we're going to be doing some squats. So widen out the feet a little bit. You can turn the toes out if you want. We're just gonna sit and stand. Now remember, your shoulders are back. Kind of throw that chest out. You're sitting down on that imaginary chair behind you. Sit and stand. And when you stand back up, remember to push through the heels. Squats are very, very important. They're necessary in everyday life. Getting up out of that chair. So, we're going to make our legs stronger. One more. Now, the pulses. So we did pulses with the bicep curls. Now we're doing pulses with the squat. Just little mini squats. Woo, burning. 4, 3, and come on up. Shake them out. Now, we're going back up to the upper body. This time, we're doing a side lift with the arm. So your arm will only come up to shoulder height, no higher, and it doesn't even need to come up that high if you're having trouble with your shoulders. First of all, shoulders back, down. Now, let's raise both. Now, a way to make this more manageable if you're having trouble or struggling with it is do one arm at a time. First one arm, then the other. Shoulders stay down. Now the challenge with dumbbells or 2 separate weights is that your brain has to work, has to control the weights and make sure they go up the same height on both sides and that the speed is the same for both arms. It's a little harder to do 2 than 1. One more. Okay, here we go. Let's keep it about halfway up. And little pulses. Lift, lift. Ah, those are hard. 4, 3, 2, bring them down. Rest them, shake them out. Okay, so now lower body. We do these often. We do our side leg lifts. It's so good for our hip joint, all the muscles surrounding the hips. So feet hip width apart. Feet parallel, toes pointed forward. Now kind of keep your ankles flexed as we lift, lower, other side, alternating. Now if you have trouble balancing with this, just get near a chair or a countertop where you can have some support. Woo! If you start to turn your toe outward, then we're not using the muscles we want to use. So keep the toes forward. Flex that ankle, don't point. All right, so like the other things, we're gonna pulse. We're gonna do 3 over here. 1, 2, 3, switch. Now it's a balancing act. Other side. You can bring it down to the floor every time, or, if you can, do 3 without touching, but that's a lot harder. You can hold those weights in the center of your body. That helps you balance better. Whew, 3. Now one last time. 1, 2, 3. Shake it out. Those hips are burning. Okay, back up to the upper body. We're gonna do a front raise. Palms toward your legs. Loose knees, don't lock them. Okay, it's just lifting forward up to shoulder height. So once again, your shoulders have a tendency to want to tighten up there because you're lifting your arms. But we're trying to train those shoulder blades to stay down your back. Belly button pulled in tight. You're using a lot of core muscles, all the muscles around your torso are trying to balance you, okay? Up and little pulses. Now, if you don't like it so high, just lower it. Depends on what kind of weight you're using. Little movements, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, you did it. Bring it down. Woo! So that was upper body. Lower body. Feet staggered. We're gonna alternate a front lift with the foot. Whoa. Now we're challenging our balance again. And you may not be able to bring that leg up very high. Don't worry about it. Just do what you can. Kind of flex the ankle a little bit. You're working on the quadricep, the big muscles in the front of the thigh. Woo! Okay, one more. Should we try those 3 pulses? Here we go. 1, keep it low. 2, 3, other leg. 1, 2, 3. Switch. Woo, what a challenge. All right, last one. All right, we're gonna trade out our heavier weights for real light weights. These are just 2 pounds. We're all using really light weights. So that water bottle is probably good to use, a set of water bottles, anything really light, because we're gonna be working the finer muscles, stabilizing muscles in the shoulders. All right, so feet just about hip width apart. And remember, don't lock your knees. It's a nice neutral stance. All right, we're gonna start, let's say palms in on this one. Coming out to the front, little circles. Now you can feel the core muscles, the belly muscles are really being challenged here. Draw that navel back toward the spine. And your shoulders need to stay down. Don't let them creep up. Keep them down. Other way. Simple movement, but a very powerful one for strengthening our shoulders. All right, in 4, 3, 2, bring it down. Now we're going to do a front raise. When we raise up, we'll put them together and we will rotate back to center and down. So your feet are pretty narrow here. So we get a nice big range of motion that we get to turn. Okay, here we go. Up, rotate, center, and down. Rotate. Put them together, rotate just the upper body. Keep those legs pretty straight here. Don't bend the knees. You're moving in the torso. If your spine doesn't have much flexibility, don't go very far around. Just, stop in a little rotation and around and up. Are you keeping your shoulders down? One more. All right, back to center. Roll them around, loosen them up. We'll be doing side circles. So not out in front of the shoulders, but out to the side. Now remember, if you're out this up shoulder height and that's bothering your shoulders, just bring them down a little bit lower, okay? Let's go on up and circle. Now it's like you're taking the bottom part of your shoulder blade and pressing it toward the floor to keep those shoulders down. Belly button pulled in. Woo! Keep them straight out from the body, other way. I'm glad we used a tiny weight. We're getting tired. Only do what you can. So if you need to take a break once in a while, just do that. All right, let's come on down. Whew. So just like we did a front raise rotation, we're going to do a side raise rotation. Now this one, it's easy when we raise our arms and rotate, it's easy to just rotate the arms. We're not going to do that. We're going to rotate the body. So out, turn, center, down. So you're keeping the arms straight out from the shoulders the whole time, and you're rotating from the trunk, from the torso, from the hips or the waist. Up, rotate. So we're getting a lot of core in here as well as our shoulder stabilizers. Up, rotate. One more set. Up, rotate. And one more time. Up, rotate. Woo! Roll them around and loosen them up. They are tired. Doesn't take much. So if you're only able to do just a few at a time, then do that and just rest and then maybe get back to it. Okay, we're doing overhead circles. We're gonna lift our arms straight up from the shoulders. Try to get beside the ears. So bring them up, punch them up, circle here. Now, since we're overhead, it really makes our back wanna arch, but don't let it happen. Bend the knees a little bit. You're tucking the tailbone under. Other direction. If this starts to mess with your blood pressure at all, bring them down, rest. Don't leave them up so long. Okay, now go ahead and bring them down. Phew. And the second one in this set is snow angel arms. We've done these before. No legs, so we're not gonna do a full snow angel. Palms forward, so you're leading with the thumb the whole way. We're gonna go up all the way. Come on back down. Up. And loose knees, neutral pelvis, navel pulled in. So as we work different body parts, we are always working the core and making it stronger, more supportive of all of our movements. Makes it automatic that your core will engage before we do the work. All right, bring them back down. Woo! Let's widen out the legs. We're gonna do some pullover squats. So you can just cross them, hold on with both hands, or you can put one down and just use one. So we'll be doing a squat. We'll sit down, but as we do that, we're gonna bring the arms up. So then as we stand up, our arms go down. So it looks like this. You're gonna sit and stand. And if you can't bring those arms very high, don't try it. Just a little bit. We're nice and slow, pushing through the heels to get back up. Woo. 4, 3. If you can, get those arms beside your ears. But that's a tough one. All right. Now, let's squat down, set one down. And we're just going to finish this segment with our pass around the hips. We've done these many times too. Make as big of a circle as you can, especially when you're going behind you. Try to lift the arms away from the body. You're just passing that little weight around your hips. Now I say hips because if you're passing around your waist, then your shoulders go up. So don't do that. Just keep them low. Hang the arms. You're keeping the shoulders down. Draw the navel back. So this one, as simple as it is a very powerful exercise to work on that famous rotator cuff complex in your shoulder blades area. Other direction. All right, so the previous section, we worked on the bigger muscle groups. This section, we worked the real small supportive muscle groups. Okay, we're gonna move again. So put your weights down, get them out of your space so you don't trip on them. And remember that routine we did earlier. We're gonna start with it. March. We're gonna start with the march and then do that same routine again. So you pretty much know what you're doing this time. So give it your all. In 4, 3, we're gonna start with that step touch. Here we go. Step, touch, step, touch. Get those arms swinging if you want. Here we go. 4, 3. It'll be this knee goes up. Here we go. Up, up. Four, 3, 2, and walk it. 1, 2, 3, 4, back. Yeah, it really doesn't matter which foot, does it? Just keep moving. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Okay, one more. Side mambo. Step out, step in. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Double step touch. Always get the legs going first. So if you have having trouble with the arms, just do the legs. Pretty soon, your body will get it. Things will click. Four, 3, 2. All right, coming back for a heel up. Heel, heel. Now you can just kind of not use your arms, or you can swing them. In 4, 3, 2. Okay, a side squat. Here we go. Step out, in, out. We're going fast. So keep it shallow. Don't go too far down. out, and in. Or you can just stay in one place and do some squats. Woo! Okay, one more. Let's march it. Remember the out, out, in, out, out, in. So if you're looking at us, so you are doing a right, left, 4, 3, 2. All right, we're gonna march other foot. Let's change leads. Take a breather. Woo. Breathe in. Okay, so from the top, step, touch, other lead this time. Four, 3, knee up, step, knee, knee, knee. Make it big, make it small, whatever you can do. 4, 3, 2. Going into the walk it forward, 2, 3, 4, and back. Again. One more. Woo! Side mambo here. Step out and in. If you don't have much flexibility in your hips, just do a little step out. You can get low and use those muscles, or stay up. One more time. Double step touch. Step, 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 step. Woo! 4, 3, 2. Now heels up and back. You want more challenge? Come around. Woo-hoo. Now we have to coordinate. More challenge? Up. So there's all kinds of different ways you can make this higher. 4, 3, side squat here. Step out and in. Sit and stand. Woo, you're getting it. Yeah. 4, 3, almost done. Out, out, in. Now you guys, since you're facing us, you're doing left, right, left, right. You want to get a little lower? Use those legs. You want to get really harder? Do a power squat. Out and in, and out and in. Woo! Okay. Now, still on this side. Let's go back into the step touch right here. Okay. We want to take the next 45 seconds or so, and we want to bring the heart rate down. Let's take that step touch and go forward with it. 4, 3, 2, now back. 4, 3, 2, forward. Arms are lower. Starting to catch our breath. And come on back. Just stay here. Woo! You made it through the cardio section. 2 of them. So, in a moment we will be working our core and stretching, but keep walking around. Make sure the heart rate comes down gradually. All right, go grab your little bitty weights again, the 2 water bottles or the 2 cans of soup, or even just the weight of your arm will work. So we're working, again, those small supporting muscles in the shoulders. So we don't want to strain them. So whatever weight you need to use, please do. You can get rid of the weights altogether. Okay, legs hip width or so. Loosen the knees, remember, neutral pelvis. All right, we're going to angle our arms to the corners. Palms down, we're just coming up and down. Now don't let it pull you forward. We don't want to be over. Be nice and tall. Shoulders stay down. You can do one arm at a time. You can do them with weight, you can do them without weight. All these different movements are stabilized by those muscles back in your shoulder blades. All right, we're gonna come up and little pulses again. So remember before when we did this, we went directly out front and directly out to the side, but these are angled. So we're getting even more muscles. Only do what you can. Woo! And bring them down. Phew. Okay. Now, a bit ago we did some snow angels where we went all the way up and all the way down with the thumb leading up and staying up. Well, this one is thumb up, going up, thumb down, coming down. We're only going to go out to the side. So thumb up, then turn, thumb down. We've done these before too. Up and down. So you're out to the side. Now you may not be able to keep them directly out to the side. If it's better for you to be a little bit of an angle out front, that's okay. Nice stable spine, engaged core. Only lift as high as you're able. If you need to just do a real low one, that's okay too. Up, thumbs down. Your core is working on keeping you stable and neutral in the spine. All right, one more. And down. We won't do any pulses on that one. Now, on the next one, we need some gravity. So we're going to be bent over, working the back of our shoulder. So go ahead and just maybe step forward with one so your feet are staggered and they're hip width apart. You're not one right in front of the other. Now just go ahead and bend the knees and push the bottom back. You're in a squatted position. So that makes our back at an angle. Let's pretend we're holding a beach ball. Okay, elbows slightly rounded but not locked, just a little bit loose. And we're just going to fly out. Now, because we're in this bent position, our spine needs extra support. So draw the navel toward the spine. Activate all those core muscles. If you need to rest once in a while, just come upward, come upright. Rest the back. All right, and up, we're gonna pulse. Little lifts. This is a hard one to keep those shoulder blades down your back. We don't wanna tighten around the neck. So if you need to pulse at a much lower angle, please do. All right, 4, 3, 2, woo! Come back up. All right, thumbs down this time, and we're gonna go at an angle. We're going out to the corners, but with thumbs down. Keep them down the whole time. So it's up and down. Now notice we can't get maybe as high on these. And it's difficult to keep those thumbs turned down. This one is definitely one of the rotator cuff exercises. Of course, all of them have been. You have 4 muscles around your shoulder blades. Each shoulder blade has 4 different muscles that help to stabilize the arm and help you to use it. Okay, one more. Feeling the fatigue back there? Woo! Loosen them up. And we have just one more here. So, let's bend the elbows. Then stick those elbows to your side. And we're gonna open out. Now taking your knuckles, we're gonna push out to the wall, but then try to pull those elbows together behind you. So we're really not gonna be able to touch them, but that's what the image should be, is that you're pushing out, pulling in, pushing out, pulling in. And you're really working the back of those shoulders. So today, I guess, was shoulder day. Working on all the stabilizers. The stronger those stabilizers are, the better they can, well, stabilize the arm and all the work that you do with the arms. And squeeze. 2 more. Squeeze. All the muscles around that upper arm are tired. All right, woo! So, let's do a little stretching. We're gonna hang them in front. All right, tuck the chin and then let the weight just kind of pull those shoulders forward a little bit so you're stretching in the upper back. All right, roll back up. Let's hang them at your side. We're gonna pull the shoulders up to the ears, then let them relax. Let's turn the head, look over the shoulder. Just hold it for a moment. And then back to center. Let's pull up and down. Turn to the other side. Try to see who's standing behind you, but without turning the body. And then come back to center. Now, bring them behind you like you're just gonna set them on the back of your legs a little bit. Let the weight pull the shoulders down. Now tilt the head forward. So it's just a head tilt this time. You're staying upright and tall. And then back up. Let's bend the elbows. Can we set them back there? I don't know, maybe. And pull the elbows back. Really stretch the chest and the front of the shoulders. Well, you've done a full workout. We've hit all the muscle groups, and you've done a lot of cardio, balance and stretching. And I'd like to thank my volunteers again for helping with this. Let's bring them down and go up. Inhale. Pull them back. And I want to thank the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center for letting us use their beautiful building.